All right, here's another lesson. Still from the book of Genesis. Man, I ain't even gone far. Page 2, chapter 1. God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them male and female. And then later, God forms the physical form of this being, and it's what we now know as Adam. The sole purpose for Eve coming to be is because God saw it was not good to be alone. So he said, I'm going to give Adam a helper. But Adam had everything. I'm going somewhere. Adam was complete in himself, right? It was, he was carrying the image and the likeness of God. But also when God looked at it, he said, well, it's not good for you to be alone. After all, God ain't alone. He's God, the Father, the Spirit, and the Son, right? And he said, okay, I'm going to give you a helper. Because you've got a task, right? You've got dominion, you've got multiplication, and all those things. So you've got to have a helper. But God didn't go back to the earth to form Eve. He took from Adam. Why? Because male and female, he created them. That image and likeness of God was in Adam. So all he needed was to go in and take the female out of Adam. When we look at science today, it is still and only the man who carries the male and the female chromosome in him. He is the only one with that. Is it XY? Women, we are XX. So whether you get a boy depends on what the man deposits. Is it coming with an Y to meet your X and therefore you get a boy? Or is it coming with an X and meets your X and becomes a girl? So every boy, every male, every man, every Adam carries that image and likeness of God. That original footprint, the completeness of God. And with it, he is able to multiply and fill the earth. We are here to help as womb carriers. We have the womb that now forms that physical side. But the man had it all. Now fast forward to where we are today, where the world is all about bringing down the patriarchy. Hiyo word inasemaje? Whatever. The fathers, the head of the household. Ain't it crazy? And do you now see how demonic this whole agenda is? The feminist agenda. We are talking about, we are empowering women. They can do anything and everything. We can't even be on our own without the man. We came from the man. We're XX. He is everything. We are here to help him, not to take over. We don't have that assignment. It was given to Adam. And then we were put here to help him. Ooh, I can hear people getting pissed off. I'm not saying that you don't have the capability to be a boss, to be a doctor, to be all those things. I'm not saying that at all. I'm trying to tell you the order and the alignment. Man has it all. He is the one made in the image and likeness of God. That is why you even hear later God's, Paul speaking about women respect their husbands and men love your wives. Because God demands respect, and if the man is made in the image and likeness of God, then he also just demands respect. He is it, he's complete. We need to see that, revere that, not necessarily worship that, but be in awe and understand who the men are. Then understand our place. We are supposed to help them be just that. So many men have fallen short. We went into helping the girl child and forgot the man. Without the men being all that they're supposed to be, we can't function, because we are their helpers. They are the ones with the package, the complete package. And then we're here to help. Oh my goodness, I can hear the offense. I know you're getting offended. But it's not supposed to be offensive. It's supposed to be awakening you to see the importance of nurturing our boys, to take dominion, to reign according to God's way and will. But we have been broken. We are talking about bringing down the patriarchy instead of fixing, healing. We don't need to bring down the patriarchy. We just need to realign the patriarchy back to its original state in the image and likeness of God, because it's been broken. And that's why we see abuse and domestic violence and whatever happening, because the man is not reflecting the image and likeness of God. So if you want to set things in order, that's where our attention needs to be. We need to help them to get back to that point. And that is where we come in, even as women, and help us. We often see that women are the ones who are praying and praying, but let me tell you, it's not by default. That's our assignment. We intercede. And when we can intercede, then we can help things stay in place. So this agenda that speaks about removing this man, you are doing, let me tell you what it is like. It is like taking God out of everything. We saw America doing that. Let's take God out of schools, out of this, out of that. And now we're taking the men, the ones who are made in the image and likeness of God, out of the homes and out of what. When you take that out, when you bring down the patriarchy, when you bring down the God factor in our lives, prepare for chaos and destruction. And we can see it. We are looking around and like, what is going on in the world? It is completely in disorder. First you take out God, and then you take out the men. Then you're left with just the helpers. We are not the ones with the vision and the assignment and the instruction. So we're just here running around doing and feeling, going about led by our feelings. It's dangerous. Am I saying all men are wonderful? No, I've already said that's where abuse comes from. They're broken, they're shattered. So the focus needs to be on that, getting these men to where they need to be. This girl child thing, it's like if you're right-handed, that's your dominant hand. Then you decide and say, you know what, this hand is strong, it's too strong in fact, let's tie it behind the back and let's start exercising the left hand. You are not built to use that left hand. For me, it's that. You're not built that way. As much as you build it and it will be strong, the left hand just, it's not going to function the same way. And so you must build both. But to take the dominant out, well, the devil is a liar. God forgive us. Forgive us. Let's bring order back to this universe and this world. Pray for these men. Pray for all the men, your sons, your fathers, your brothers, your uncles, strangers. Pray for them. And help build the patriarchy. Not bring it down. That's just nonsense.